Have you ever been writing an email or talking to someone and just paused, frozen between two English tenses, not sure which one is right? Yeah, you are not alone. It's a super common puzzle, and in this explainer, we're going to crack it wide open for you.
Okay, so let's look at this one. I practice versus I am practicing. They both sound pretty good, right? But here's the thing, their meanings are actually worlds apart. Getting this little difference right is a huge step for so many learners. So stick with me for a few minutes and I promise we'll make it all make sense. All right, let's kick things off with the present. The secret to really getting it is to know that it has two main jobs, talking about things that are just facts and talking about things that are happening right now.
So here's the big idea. Think of the simple present as being for universal truths and habits, things that are generally or always true. But the present continuous, that's totally different. It's like a live stream, capturing an action as it's unfolding.
And you can really see it here. Water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, that's just a scientific fact, right? And I eat breakfast every day is a habit. But look at the other side. He is drinking coffee or she is knitting a scarf. Those are things happening in the moment. They're temporary actions.
And you know what's great? English actually gives you little clues to help you out. If you see words like always, often, or every day, that's a huge signpost pointing to the simple present. But if you see now, right now, or at the moment, that's your cue for the present continuous. Seriously, think of these keywords as your personal grammar GPS.
Okay, awesome. Now that we've got a handle on the present, let's jump in our time machine and go to the past. The key to the past tense is really all about the sequence of events. Are you just telling a story in order, or are you jumping back to something that happened even earlier? So here's a really simple way to think about it. The simple past is like the timeline of your story. It just lays out the events one after the other. But the past perfect, that's your flashback. It's the tool you use to jump back to a moment before your main story even started.
Let's just zoom in on the past perfect for a second because this is so important. Its whole job, its only job, is to make it super clear that one past event was finished before another past event happened. It's how you tell stories that aren't in a straight line.
And Tony's little story here makes this crystal clear. The simple past just gives us the timeline. First he bought groceries, then he made dinner, then he washed the dishes. But then, boom, we get a flashback. Before that evening, Tony had never made a dish with tofu. See how that sentence just transports us to a time before his whole cooking adventure began? That's the difference. And hey, just like the present tense, the past has its own keyword clues. Words like first, then, and yesterday help keep you right on that timeline. But when you see words like already, before that day, or never, get ready for a past perfect flashback.
All right, you've got the theory down. So now let's actually put it into practice. Are you ready to test out these new skills? Let's do a few quick questions. Okay, first one, hurry. The bus blank right now. What do you think? The key word in there is a total giveaway. Yes, it's is leaving. That little phrase right now signals a live stream action, which means present continuous is our answer. You are off to a fantastic start. Okay, how about this one? I blank the guitar every day. Think about it. Is this a live stream or is it a habit? You got it. It's practice. That phrase every day is a dead ringer for a habit, and that's the simple present's job. You're totally nailing this. Okay, let's try the past tense. First, the snow blank and then the winds came. Are we looking at a timeline or a flashback here? That's right. The answer is fell. The words first and then create a super clear step-by-step timeline, which makes the simple past the perfect fit. All right, one last question, and this one's a little tricky. I blank a whale until yesterday. Think really carefully about the time frame here. The answer is had never seen. So why? Well, the phrase until yesterday sets up a specific point in the past. The sentence is flashing back to the time before that point, your whole life before you saw that whale. It's a classic past perfect flashback. Amazing work. You've just unlocked the logic behind 4 of the most important English tenses. And really, don't think of these as a bunch of boring rules you have to memorize. Think of them as tools that let you say exactly what you mean. So let's do one last quick recap. Simple present is for your facts and habits. Present continuous is your live stream. Simple past is your timeline. And the past perfect, that's your flashback. Seriously, this slide right here is your ultimate cheat sheet.
So you've cracked the tense code, and now you can communicate with so much more confidence and precision. But hey, we know that English grammar is full of these tricky little areas. So what should we tackle for you next? Drop your ideas in the comments below. And hey, if this explainer helped you out, do us a favor and subscribe for more deep dives that make complicated stuff feel simple. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.